Remember last video I made? Remember a few hours ago when I talked about Jester's response? I said he was spewing a lot of garbage. He was talking a lot of nonsense in that video. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, that video right now, it's sitting at more dislikes than likes, more comments than likes, and my whole comment section was with nothing but manipulated 2Hype fans that were believing Jester and not taking Mopi's side. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Mopi, he's dropped a goddamn 9/11 on us, ladies and gentlemen. He has dropped a 9/11 on 2Hype on Twitter. Let me show you it. They're trying to silence me. I won't allow it. Using a cease and desist and trying to paint me as mentally unstable shows the length these guys will go to hide their actions. They're not victims. Don't fall for it. And then he adds an attachment of probably the most groundbreaking information we've ever gotten of drama all year, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at this. This was an email that got sent to Mopi, also known as Tyler Glenn. That's his government name if you guys didn't know. But this email was sent to Mopi by 2Hype corporations, basically saying, and I'll read out the whole email, but essentially, this email was saying that if Mopi, if he drops his 2Hype Exposed video that he said he was going to announce in the next few days, if he drops that video, then 2Hype is going to take legal action against him. Yeah, you're hearing what I'm saying right. Just take a minute and digest that shit. They're going to take legal action if Mopi drops his exposed video on 2Hype. Now, for a group that has nothing to hide, that apparently was just trying to be a good friend to Mopi and trying to help him out, for a group that has absolutely nothing to hide, why would they threaten legal action against Mopi to make an exposed video? They're obviously hiding something. This is monumental crazy news. When Mopi tweeted out L-Hype and said that he was leaving the group, and even when he said that he was making this exposed video, when he said all of that, never would I thought that this would get so serious where we're actually talking about going to court here. All you 2Hype fans that were continuously supporting these guys through thick and through thin, all of you guys that were supporting them no matter what, you guys look so goddamn stupid right now. Actually, why don't you just get a mirror right now? Take a mirror, look at yourself in the fucking face, and say, I'm a retard. These guys will go so far to manipulate their fans to push a false narrative just to make sure that their whole group doesn't fall to crumbles. If they're taking, like, I had a whole bunch of people telling me that Jester, in the last response video that he had, so many people were saying that there's no way Jester could fake this. He looks so sad. He looks so depressed. If you don't think that someone can put on a sad and depressed face when this is the same people who are threatening legal action against someone who wanted to make an exposed video, if you don't think that those same people can't put on like a little bit of a sad face, you got brain damage. Sorry to break it to you, I'm not a doctor, but I can tell you that. This is a cease and desist demand by 2Hype, ordering Mopi, telling and threatening Mopi that if he makes his exposed video, GG, you're going to pay the price for it. Let me read this. Dear blank, and that wasn't me who blanked it out, that was obviously Mopi who blanked it out for some reason. And also this email, it's worded very formal, like I'm going to be sounding like Shakespeare throughout all this, so just bear with me. It has come to the attention of my client, 2Hype Corporations, the company, that your client, Tyler Glenn, which is Mopi, is engaged in derogatory and misleading communications publicly about the company and its representatives. First of all, the fact that they're already saying that Mopi is saying misleading communications and derogatory things about the representatives, which are the 2Hype members, the fact that they're already making that claim is insanity. Mopi hasn't said anything but L-Hype and that he's leaving the group and that he's going to announce a video that he's going to make. He never even said anything yet. They are literally shitting their diapers as we speak. They're freaking out because they already know that Mopi has so much dirt on these guys. Mopi has got to have so much information that these guys really don't want to have come out, and that's why they're freaking out so much. Such communications have appeared among other places on social media platforms that are frequented by followers and fans of the company and the 2Hype Creative Collective. My client has also learned that Mr. Glenn intends to release a video disparaging the company and or its representatives, and that's all referring to the exposed video that Mopi's gonna release. But now we get into the real goddamn hard-hitting bullshit that we're gonna see here. False or misleading statements or communications that disparage the company and or its representatives constitute defamation, trade libel, and other actionable torts for which Mr. Glenn may be liable for compensatory and punitive damages. Let me put that in normal terms real quick to make you guys understand. They're basically saying that if Mopi, Mr. Glenn, if he releases his exposed video, that he's gonna fucking pay for it. They're gonna take legal action towards him, which means that Mopi, he's gonna pay for it with his pockets if he exposes 2Hype in this video. You can't silence someone like this. I don't know why they thought this would be a good idea to send this email out. I don't know why they ever thought this would be a good idea. Like, you guys, time and time again, this group has shown how stupid they are. You realize that it would have been 10 times better to just let Mopi drop his exposed video, and then for you to manipulate your fans saying, everything he said was fake, oh my god. But releasing an email, like sending an email to Mopi that he's obviously going to expose to Twitter, that just makes you look so much goddamn worse. This is living point blank proof right here that this group has so much to hide with Mopi, and that they really are trying to make sure that Mopi doesn't release this information. And that whole response that Jesser made in the intro of his video that got my video spammed with dislikes and crazy 2Hype comments, this really shows Jesser's true intentions and true colors. If you remember what he said in that past video, he said that he was trying to just look out for a friend. He was just trying to make sure that Tyler, Mopi, he was doing all right. Well, what are you fucking doing threatening him if he makes an exposed video that he's going to get punitive damages and you're going to take him to court? You're going to take legal action towards him if he releases this video. Is that something a good friend would do if he's just trying to check up on his friend? Can I get an apology for every single dislike that I've gotten on all these 2Hype videos? Have I not told the truth from goddamn day one? Like, I'm not trying to brag here, but holy shit, guys. So many people were saying that I was full of shit. But now with this email coming out and all the past previous lies and manipulation that I proved wrong in my past videos, it is without a doubt that you cannot trust these guys, that 2Hype, they're shitty people, and they're obviously hiding some huge skeletons in their closet. But let me finish this email. The company demands that Mr. Glenn, Mopi, immediately cease and desist from any and all such conduct and other actions that have an effect of disparaging the company or its principles. Which basically means, if you guys don't exactly know what cease and desist means, it basically means stop what you're doing right now. Stop. Do not drop the exposed video. If you do, you're gonna fucking pay for it. The company will seek legal recourse to hold Mr. Glenn liable for any damage he causes as a result. What are they thinking? Like genuinely, what are you thinking? Do you guys know the law at all? You can't silence someone like this. What do you think you're doing? This directly goes against the First Amendment of freedom of speech. Mopi, in case you're watching this, I don't have to tell you this, but obviously you don't have to silence yourself. They have no clue what they're saying, guys. They cannot take Mopi to court and hold him liable for any damage that he might cause. Oh no, he's gonna make you guys lose a few subs. He's gonna show the truth about what's really going on. And also, you could use this same logic against 2Hype. Do you know how much lies and manipulation that LSK has said, that Jesser has said, that Jiedel has said? There were so many lies that this whole group was saying where you can apply the same logic. Do you know how many proven lies that I've pointed out alone in my own videos that 2Hype, LSK, Jesser, Jiedel have spread all themselves? I've proven this to be a fact, that they're lying in this information. So technically, I could take them to court as well. I could say that they're going to be liable for any damage that they cause when they're manipulating their audience. So you can apply this same logic to them. Kids, please know your laws. Please know your rights. Because if anyone ever tries to pull some bullshit like this, directly going against the First Amendment freedom of speech, there's absolutely nothing to be scared of, especially when there's living proof of them going against this same logic. And they probably know this as well, which makes it even more pathetic. I really would find it hard to believe that 6 members of 2Hype, 6 grown-ass men, wouldn't know anything about the law. It just comes across as extremely pathetic and sad that you're reaching to this. You're reaching this hard to try to silence Mopi. They're so goddamn desperate. As I said before, they're pissing their diapers as we speak. But let me finish this email. It has been the intention of the company to settle amicably its affairs with Mr. Glenn once he decided to leave the 2Hype group. But his recent actions and failure to address the situation, despite the company's attempts to do so, has made that difficult. We strongly suggest he take a different approach and are still open to discussing how the situation can be resolved in a mutually agreeable manner. Yeah, I bet you really fucking hope that he takes a different approach, because you guys, you got so much goddamn dirt on yourself. You guys got a whole goddamn plantation of dirt on you. This is sad and pathetic that you're reaching this low to try to threaten someone legally, to try to threaten a friend. Guys, remember when Jesser said statements like he's just trying to look out for a friend? You're looking out for a friend in this way? I don't know. I have my good amount of friends, you know. I would like to say that I have 3 or 4 pretty good friends. This isn't fucking a friend. Bro, I cannot wait for this goddamn nuke that Mopi's gonna drop on these guys. I cannot wait, because you already know he's dropping all the information. He's dropping everything that he's got. All the years that he's spent with these guys. He's dropping screenshots, receipts, all that shit. And I said this on Twitter, and I don't think I could phrase it any better than this, so let me read this out. These are the same people who say on their videos, they're just trying to reach out to a good friend and help him out. Wake the fuck up. They are threatening this motherfucker with a cease and desist to silence him to make sure he doesn't expose their ass in a new video he's gonna drop. Why the fuck would they try to silence Mopi if they truly had nothing to hide? If they truly were the good friends that they always say that they were, why would they try to threaten Mopi with legal action before making an exposed video? And you know what the saddest part is, though? As much as I say that this is point blank evidence, as much as I say that there's no way you can trust this group anymore, this is point blank proof of why these guys are shitty people, they're still gonna have a huge million-plus fan base for the rest of their YouTube careers. And do you know why? Do you know why? It's because of all you 9-year-old kids watching this video right now who've probably already disliked, who've probably already dropped a comment saying that I have brain damage. It's all because of you guys. It's because of you that are enabling these guys to still have a career. And I even DM'd Mopi on Twitter. I even asked Mopi himself about what's actually really going on here, because I just wanted to get further confirmation to understand what's going on. Obviously, again, I'm not going to show you guys the word-for-word text because I'm not Ellis Cuck. I don't show text messages without people's consent. But I'll summarize and break down what I said and then what Mopi responded with. Basically, I asked Mopi if he was ever going through any mental issues, if he was ever going through any mental problems, because Jesser and the whole 2Hype group, they're really trying to push this narrative that he's just mentally ill. If you guys didn't see the clip in Jesser's last video, he said that if anyone's supporting Mopi, then they're enabling someone who's not okay. So I said that 2Hype is really heavily trying to pull this narrative that Mopi, he's just going through some really bad mental problems, and that's the reason that we're having a fallout with him. That's the reason that he's leaving the group. It's just because of his mental issues. So I just wanted to ask Mopi this, just to get further confirmation, and this is what he says. He said that, like everyone this year, he was having some bad thoughts and a little bit of depression. But it was absolutely nothing at all that 2Hype is trying to make it out to be, just to cover up their bullshit. That's what he said. 2Hype is trying to manipulate their fans and push this narrative that Mopi, he's just mentally ill, and that the only reason they had a falling out, the only reason he left the group, the only reason that they're not friends anymore is because he's going through some tough times. No, that's just a goddamn cover up to hide your bullshit, to hide all the dirt that he has on you, to hide all the skeletons that are in your closet. And to add on to all this, because I don't think I'm stressing this enough, to trivialize and to exaggerate mental health issues just to push a narrative about someone on the internet is by far the shittiest thing you could ever do. If you have a sibling, if you have a parent who ever suffered from mental health issues, hell, if you guys even suffered from mental health issues, you can obviously realize how big of a deal this is. Mental health is no goddamn joke, and for them to exaggerate and lie to paint a picture just to make themselves look better on the internet is fucking insanity. And on top of all this, check this out. This guy replied to Mopi's tweet saying, "Yikes, man, I'm not trying to get involved in this, but when I was the editor for 2Hype, you were the only one who treated me like a fellow human being." Like a fellow human being? Jesus Christ, are we running a plant? Or are we running a slavery at the 2Hype house? What's going on? Because there's so many editors that work for 2Hype that are at the house. We're talking about not even being treated like a fellow human being here. Jesus Christ. And for that, I thank you. I hope all is well, Mopi, and I'll always support and respect you as a person and a creator. That's a goddamn bombshell on its own. Literally anyone who is involved with this group 2Hype has a shitty story about them, proving that these guys are shitty people. Even down to the editors. Even down to the editors for 2Hype, not even people in the group. Jesus Christ, man. If you guys don't believe this, out of the 7 videos I dropped, all the evidence, all the proof that I've shown you guys before this video, I don't have to say it. You need to be locked up. Bro, and check this out. I was just watching one of Cash's videos to see if he would address the 2Hype situation and the recent drama. In one of his normal reaction videos, I was gonna see if he would address that. And this motherfucker Cash literally confirmed that 2Hype fucked up. Take a look at this clip.
With this situation right here, y'all, you guys asking me questions and everything, bro. I'd rather just we handle everything in person or, just outside the internet, bro. I don't want to speak on it, nothing like that, man. I just want to talk about that part there, bro. But other than that, man, you guys got to understand, bro, everybody make mistakes. All right, not saying anybody made a mistake, but everybody make mistakes, bro. Everybody make mistakes. Everybody make mistakes.
God damn, this is like 4 or 5 bombshells just in this video. This is classified proof that Mopi, that 2Hype has made a mistake. You obviously heard Cash. He was wish-washy about it. He said something that he shouldn't have, and that's why he immediately backtracked. He said that everybody makes a mistake, guys. Everybody makes mistakes, so we should just forgive and forget. But then he said, I'm not saying that nobody made mistakes in 2Hype. You're saying that, you dipshit. Let's not get the story wrong. Now, I don't want to insult Cash that much because Mopi did say that Cash and Mitchell, they were good. So don't take this too hard. Don't take this pretty lightly. But Cash, you kind of exposed yourself. Even if you didn't believe the multiple people who got kicked out of 2Hype, even the editors who don't work for them anymore, even if you didn't believe any of that, throw all that out the window. Throw the email out the window. Throw all this classified proof that these guys are shitty people. Throw that out. Just completely discard it. Just based on this information that Cash is admitting that 2Hype, that members in the 2Hype made a mistake, just off of this information, it's all you need. It's all you need. And the fact that Cash knows that these people in 2Hype made a mistake, and the fact that they are trying to silence Mopi over these mistakes that Cash has admitted that happened, these guys are so shitty. And as much as I want to joke around about how I milk this drama, about how I milk this whole subject, because I've made like 7-8 videos about this now, as much as I joke around about that and it's like a meme on this channel, honestly, I'm gonna keep defending Mopi as much as I fucking want, because no one else is. No one else is that's a big creator. No one else is talking about this. So I'm going to continuously show my support for Mopi and try to change a lot of you guys, 2Hype fans. I'm going to try to change your opinions about these shitty ass people, because this information, it needs to be known. It needs to be known to everyone. But yeah, guys, that's all for today's video. Maybe I'll drop another video today if something monumental happens, but don't count on it. I'll just come back with a new video most likely tomorrow. But guys, take a deep breath. Digest all of this information and realize who the real evil people are. I'll see you guys tomorrow.